Greetings, vinyl community people. Has anyone seen this man? Yes, this is JT. If you've seen this man, please report him to the vinyl community because he's having a contest and he's pushing for 3 million subscribers. Yeah, he's actually got 3,000 and he's celebrating 3,000 subscribers. So this contest from JT's Record Room right here. If you don't know JT, there he is. See, this contest revolves around threes, right? So there's three, right? So anyway, he's calling it like he says here, thanks for 3,000 subscribers, right? So get over there and give him a 3 million and one. I'm pushing for 1 million, but this isn't about me. This is about JT. So anyway, let's do this contest. It's very simple. I'm already subscribed, and then one of the things here is we have to give a shout out to one shout out. He was very specific, not plural. So I'm gonna go with my man Ed over in Connecticut. He just did my suits, 10 guys in suits and ties thread. Great turnout for that, by the way. And there's Ed right there showing a dapper Brian Ferry. So a big shout out, and he calls his channel On My Turntable, and it's Ed. So anyway, get over there and say hi to Ed. Good guy, good guy. All right, where are we now? Then the threes. Okay, so we have to show 3 albums that either have a song. Colton's tearing you apart down here, Ed. Jesus Christ. All right. Paper and cardboard are his 2 basic food groups. All right. Maybe throw in a little bubble wrap too, eh, Colton? So anyway, yeah, where were we here? Yeah, 3 albums that maybe a song about food or artwork with food. So I'm going to go just straight up all the artwork with these 3. Let's see what we got here. This little medley of treats. April Wine here. A little Canadian content for you. Live at the Elmo Combo Club on Spadina Avenue in downtown Toronto. So yeah, the food on the back, we got a little fruit basket, a little wine to wash it down. So this show, recorded in 77, of course, was actually the Rolling Stones always rehearsed in Toronto before they kick off a North American tour. And they were famous for showing up at a club like the Elmo Combo under an assumed name and go in to see some band called whatever, the Coltons, and then the Rolling Stones show up, right? So anyway, the name they went under was the Cockroaches. Pretty funny, right? So they were supposed to be the opening band for April Wine or vice versa, something like that. So the story goes. But anyway, back to the food. So yeah, that's going to do it for this first one. Yeah, celebrating 3 million subscribers for JT. Yes. All right, next. Great Sergio Mendes, still with us. This is from 1974, as you can see, vintage 74. And he's having an outdoor, like a nice garden party. This looks like my party in July, maybe. I wasn't lying around with chicks feeding me grapes like Sergio is over here. But where's Sergio here? Yeah, there, he's hanging out down there. There's Sergio right there and all his friends. Yeah, so anyway, they're having an outdoor big gathering of sorts. There he is on the back. This doesn't scream 1974. I don't know what does. Check out that outfit, right? So anyway, that's Sergio Mendes, vintage 74. And you gotta have dessert, so how about a little blancmange? This is some sort of a French pudding dessert, and it's the name of this 80s synth alternative band. I got a whole bunch of blancmange. I bought all this when it came out, these 12-inch singles. This one for Blind Vision right here. I think that's from the LP Happy Families. I also have that full length. But again, this is just 12-inch. You can right here, side 1, and then some throwaway on the B side. The Game Above My Head. So anyway, yeah, there's blancmange, and she's serving it up right here. Looks like a nice pudding type dessert. I could go for that. A little blancmange, right? So then the last question here is show an album that you would recommend, all right? Or highly recommend, right? So probably a year ago or so, I've started to go back replacing some stuff that I had in the 80s that grew legs and is gone. I bought this repressing of the Third X album from 1982. And I thought it was kind of funny. This came up in my feed the other day because I was looking at some X Live videos. So those of us that live in North America probably remember the Jerry Lewis Telethon. It happened every Labor Day weekend for 48 hours out of Las Vegas. It was a telethon for the Muscular Dystrophy Association, and they would raise a lot of money. So Jerry Lewis was the host. He'd be up for 2 days. I don't know how, a lot of coffee or other substances. And And his co-host, I think it was Ed McMahon, he'd be like, Ed, roll them, and they'd spin the thing and show how much money they would raise. They'd have an update every hour or something. But the point of the story is with that, a clip from X came up, and it was pretty funny. So he had on the stage, I'll leave a clip, the live clip in the description below this video. He's got Jerry Lewis is on the stage. And if you ever watched the telethon, it was so weird. You'd have like a juggler 1 minute, you'd have Charo with the maracas, all kinds of crazy shit. You never knew what was going to happen, right? What kind of a gong show. But anyway, X was a fairly new band, and you know, they weren't exactly top 40, so it's weird. So on the stage, he's got not Ed McMahon, Casey Kasem introducing the band, and then Jerry Lewis just is something like, yeah, X, or like, he doesn't know who the hell X are, but they ended up coming on stage, and they give a killer performance. It's really good, and they do a version of this song right here called Blue Spark. Again, I'll leave that in the description below. But so at one time in the 70s, I was probably 10 or 11, and back, you can remember, this is nice on blue vinyl, produced by Ray Manzarek from The Doors. Of course, they were also on Elektra. So yeah, when I was a kid, anybody that grew up in that time, you didn't have 24-hour television, you didn't have the internet, of course. So TV would go off the air around midnight until the next day, right? So the telethon, I thought it was really bizarre. Here I am, like 10 or 11-year-old. God, TV's on in the middle of the night. So I somehow was able to wake up at like 2:33 in the morning, and that's late for a 10-year-old. And I went downstairs and I turned the television on. I got away with it for about 20 minutes before my dad came down and said, shut that goddamn TV off and get back to bed, basically. So I just reminded me of that. Pretty funny. And yeah, kind of Jerry Lewis, MDA telethon, right? With X, right? So anyway, that's an album, front to back, every track. I can't recommend this enough. Punk, more punk than new wave. Of course, they were from Los Angeles, California. Because I Do, Blue Spark, Hungry Wolf, Motel Room in My Bed. Just get after this album. Treat yourself, go stream it, go buy it. And it's X. So anyway, lastly, let's get over here. Celebrate this 3 million subscribers for JT and enter his contest. For God's sake, do it. It's a long weekend if you're in North America, like I said. So you got time on your hands, get over there and enter that contest, all right? It's almost like my funding drive when I have my contests. Subscribe now, right? Or call now, right? So I do it for JT. Great guy. He sent me VCLT over the past couple of years. Number of postcards from his travels with his son and his wife. Super guy. Again, get over there and subscribe if you already haven't. Let's get him to 4 million. What the hell, right? It's a long weekend. Could happen. Anyway, that's going to do it for me. And I'll see you in the next video.